Good evening, everyone. 3 wrestling teams from 3 counties met in Gladstone tonight for a triangular. Let's start with Gladstone hosting Ishpeming. And for Gladstone, Alex Chenard at 152 pounds. In blue is Ishpeming's Ryan Kemp. And Chenard is going to get the near fall very soon, and he would eventually get the pin. And Gladstone cruised to an easy first match victory, 77-3. Now let's jump over to the second match, Munising against Ishpeming. Start 171 pounds. Munising's Darren Costello, Ishpeming's Brent Crook. And Costello keeps turning and gets the pin right there. And Munising has a 12-point lead. To the 215-pound match, Ethan Leighton of Ishpeming is going to get right back up and knock down Munising's Alex Johnson, and he would catch him for the pin. The Mustangs, though, go on to win the match by the count of 42-24. Then we wrap it up with Gladstone against Munising. Yes, there is a coin toss in wrestling. 135 pounds here. Gladstone's Adam Bruce against the Mustangs' Nick Miles. Bruce gets the takedown here for 2. And he would go on to lead 13-4 and eventually would get the pin. Now the heavyweight match. Coming up, it's Gladstone senior Mason Frederick getting the pin of Dylan Matson at 1 minute and 6 seconds. Gladstone stays undefeated in dual meets, winning this one 54-18. Gladstone has one wrestler on the team who has come to the Upper Peninsula from nearly half a world away. Vadim Torvinen is in purple, and he's from the Ukraine. He met Tristan Maschmeyer of the Northwood Storm in the 119-pound final Saturday at the Ray Mariucci Wrestling Tournament in Kingsford. Torvinen has not been wrestling that long, but he's a quick study. Maschmeyer won this match 7-6, but it was Torvinen's first loss only of the season. His favorite sport is soccer, but he enjoys hitting the mat.
First I went to America to visit, then one family adopted me here, so now I live with them for like 2 years. My best friend, and he yeah, enjoy wrestling, you should be good. I have a good teacher, so yeah, my good coach, so they improve me. I wrestle with the better people, so they improve me, yeah.
He just wanted to get into wrestling, I think, to stay in shape, and it turns out that he's pretty fantastic. He's a quick and aggressive wrestler, and he's probably pinned most of his people this year in under 30 seconds. So that happens a lot when you're quick and aggressive like that.
Gladstone should be the team favorite at the UP Wrestling Championship Saturday in Marquette. To the basketball scoreboard on the boys' side, Grand Marais gets past Hannahville 52-45. Eastern UP girls, Cedarville 43, Detour 34, and Pickford wins by a dozen over Rudyard 61-49. College basketball, a pair of victories for Oracle Gibbet Community College. The women squeak out a one-pointer, 61-60. Ontonagon's Lori Wardinsky had 23 points and 7 rebounds. Lexi Engler had 17 points. On the men's side, winning easier by 10, 95-85. Devontae Williamson had 22. North Central's Morgan Cox had 16. The Michigan Tech women's basketball team is tied with Grand Valley State for 3rd place in the GLIAC North Division with 6-3 records. 2 games behind the North leaders, Saginaw Valley State. The Huskies host Northwood tomorrow, and the Timberwolves have made strides this season thanks to Jordan Nuremberg.
Northwood is going to, both teams are going to be really tough. Northwood first is, they're just playing really well right now. I think they're one of the hottest teams in the league. They're coming off of a big win against Grand Valley, and they're just, their team as a whole is really, really clicking. They have their post player who's averaging almost a double-double and almost averaged one last year, is doing really well.
Tip-off at the SDC gym tomorrow set for 5:30 with the men's game following. NMU hosts Lake Superior State tomorrow with the women's contest starting at 6 o'clock, followed by the men's game. NMU and Lake Superior State share this week's WCHA Rookie of the Week honor. NMU defenseman Rylan Yaremko played a key role in helping the Wildcats hold on to the Capo Cup following a pair of 1-1 ties and a 3-point home-and-home weekend against Lake Superior State. Uremko picked up the primary assist on both Wildcats regulation goals and had 5 shots on net. On the defensive end, he contributed 4 block shots. The Spirit River, Alberta native tied for the league among all WCHA skaters last weekend with a +2 rating. Meanwhile, the Lakers' Max Humett scored both Lakers goals on the weekend. The freshman from Livonia finished the weekend tied for the overall WCHA lead with 2 goals, while his 2 power play markers paced the circuit. The enemy Wildcats need to sweep Alaska Anchorage this weekend to draw even with the Seawolves, who sit in 9th place of the Western Collegiate Hockey Association. NMU could not take advantage of opportunities presented by Lake Superior State last weekend. NMU trails 8th place Lakers by 10 points. The Wildcats know they have to keep grinding against the Seawolves.
We're going to need to have the goaltending that we had this weekend. We're going to need to do better. Our power play's kind of cooled off a little. We have to find a way to have some success there. And other than that, it's just going to be playing defense, playing hard, managing the puck, those kind of things.
I mean, they're just a hard team to play against. They have good goaltending. They've been playing pretty good as of late. I think they split the last few weekends against Bemidji and Michigan Tech. So it's going to be definitely a tough weekend. It's not going to be easy.
Definitely, yeah. No, it's going to be a hard-fought battle. It was in Anchorage. We split up there, so we're expecting the same thing.
Face-off both Friday and Saturday set for 7:07 p.m. Second place Michigan Tech hosts third place Minnesota State this weekend. The Huskies have a 7-point advantage on the Mavericks, but they trail first place Bemidji State by 10 points.